Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's Q&A. I hope you had a great week. Today I'm going to tell a little bit about land transfer tax, still one of the questions I get all the time. Land transfer tax is what you pay when you purchase a property without exception in Ontario, unless you are a first-time buyer. Everybody else pays land transfer tax, and depending on whether you live in Toronto or the 905, depends on how much you pay. So again, let me just tell you, if you are a first-time buyer and you are buying the property yourself, you will be exempt, and I'm not going to talk too much about that. But if you're a first-time buyer and you're purchasing a property with someone that has owned property before in Toronto or Ontario, you are not exempt, okay? So let's assume that you are not a first-time buyer and you are going to be purchasing a property. What do you pay and how much do you have to pay for land transfer tax? So in Ontario, we have a provincial land transfer tax, and if you live within the city of Toronto, you also have to pay a municipal land transfer tax. So it becomes double, and I've run some numbers here just so you have an idea. For example, if you spend $500,000 on a home and you live in Toronto, it's $12,000 plus dollars, and if you live in the 905, it would be $6,500, so to speak. If we go up to $950,000 in Toronto, that would be a total land transfer tax of $30,950. But if you live outside Toronto, it's $15,475. And just one more so you have a better idea, at $1.5 million, we're looking at $52,950 in land transfer tax if you are buying in the city. And again, that's pretty much the average price point for a detached property. And $26,000 plus would be what you pay if you live in the 905. Land transfer tax, number one, cannot be added to your mortgage. That's another question I get all the time. You have to have this cash on closing. So you are looking at paying land transfer tax and legal fees when you close a property. So the land transfer tax is obviously the big one. You must be prepared for this because you can't borrow it. You have to have the money. Most lenders will not give you a property if you cannot afford to pay the land transfer tax. Now, I have a calculator on my website that might be helpful, and I'm sorry the print is small, but it's at janellecameron.com/buyers/calculator. So there you can find a calculator if you would like to know exactly what you need to pay if you are purchasing a property in Ontario or Toronto. Okay, hope that's been helpful. Just ask me if you have any questions about that. I'd be happy to help, and I hope you have a great day. Look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now.